My name is Michael Primo. I am an expert in the field of multimedia forensics related to the analysis of audio, video, and image-based evidence, most commonly in litigation or courtroom settings. We provide consulting and expert witness services for civil cases, criminal casework, as well as for insurance-related investigations. In cases where data has become overwritten, it's most commonly because it was through normal courses of the way that the systems operate. They record information to a specific storage device, and that storage device is going to overwrite that information so that it can record new information. This is called first in, first out. Sometimes we're requested to just recover information that there's evidence to support existed at some point. So it was either overwritten, it was deleted, or it was damaged through normal course of operation. The second component would be to recover that information if it's become physically damaged. So was the hard drive in this system experience some sort of physical corruption? Was it damaged by fire? If there's a video recording that depicts the origin of a fire, for example, and that system was damaged in a fire, there are solutions that can recover that information, can restore the physical components of the storage device to be able to extract it and then generate things like multicam exhibits to show what happened at the time that the system caught on fire. The third category, can we simply investigate the system to understand how it was recording at the time that the subject incident occurred? Can we test it to determine if it was recording motion only? Can we determine how a particular camera was operating at the time that the subject incident occurred? So the first step is to generate a site inspection protocol. What do we plan to do and how do we plan to do it so that everyone involved understands exactly what's going to happen? The second step is to determine the device's health. Is it healthy enough to recover from? Third step, recover the information. So make a carbon copy clone of the devices involved so that we can transport that clone back to our offices and complete the recovery and the analysis on. We can recover any size storage device, 8 drives simultaneously. We use several tools to attempt data recovery to ensure that whatever outputs from those tools are validated. Some tools recover some information differently, and we have to bring a third tool in to ensure that the accuracy of that output can be relied upon. We have specialized forensically accepted tools that aid in converting or extracting that information in its native or proprietary format to preserve things like the original image quality, the timing information contained within the images, so the frequency that they're recorded per second, as well as other ancillary information that accompanies that native file. Once we get that information, from there, we can apply forensic video analysis, authenticating that evidence, enhancing that evidence, and generating courtroom exhibits. So if we need to synchronize multiple cameras together to play back simultaneously, this can aid in making determinations about what happened once we've recovered that data. And then finally, producing reports. Sometimes we're requested to produce expert reports outlining our processes, the methodology that was applied to ensure that the investigation is courtroom admissible. That is above all our standard. If you have a case that involves a digital video recorder and you need to understand more about the technical capabilities and recover the information from it, contact us and let's have a conversation about whether or not the methodology can be applied to extract critical information for your case.